Well, what's up, guys? Rick from DFS On Demand here with the one and done preview for the Honda Classic. Can't be any worse than last week's Genesis Open, because let me tell you, it was easily the worst week we've had in the one and done. Did all right in DFS, which reminds me, if you want the full preview for this week, go watch the DFS video. This is strictly about the one and done pool that I'm in. And we'll talk about some of those options. But we got absolutely smoked last week. We are in this kind of weird strategy stage where we've kind of given up on segment one, barring some miracle. We're gearing up for segment two, but we still have, before last week, we still had 3 tournaments left that we had to make picks on in this first segment. So we've been kind of doing this thing where we're throwing darts, choosing guys that we don't mind using here, we probably won't use elsewhere, and we thought had some decent upside. That worked in the past. That worked with Chesson Hadley. That worked with Phil Mickelson. That's probably about it. In the previous 2 weeks, and we whiffed on everything this week. Jimmy Walker and Ollie Snyder-Jans both missed the cut. Ollie missed it on the number. I don't remember how far back Jimmy Walker was. Brendan Steele, 9 holes in, we were cool, but 9 holes in doesn't get you much in golf in general. So he ends up making the cut, makes $17,000, essentially nothing. So where do we stand? Our third lineup here on the far right, that's got nearly $1 million. Lineup 2, $500,000, and then lineup 1, by far our worst. Haven't even had a guy over $100,000 yet, $267,000. So where do those stand in this pool? Remember that there are 1,700 players here. Our best lineup is right there, 595th, so essentially top third. Then we should probably have one, 1341st, so bottom like 40 or 30%. And then we've got one very close to last. Very, very bad lineup. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue this strategy for the next 2 tournaments, especially for our best lineup, that third one. We're going to continue this strategy of trying to find a player that can win this thing, that we don't care about using here, that we're not planning on using somewhere else. We're going to continue that. Then what we're going to do, especially in lineup number 1, in 2 weeks at the Valspar, we are going to burn all of our studs. We're going to burn all of our studs in segment 2 for lineup 1. We might take the same strategy in lineup 3 as well. Wait and see for that, but we're gonna start getting creative here in the next couple weeks. But let's talk about the Honda Classic. So they're in Florida, par 70. Go watch the full preview if you want that for DFS purposes or for all the players. Honda Classic is one of the smaller prize pools. So first place last year was 1.1 million, probably gonna be something similar this year. 6.6 million purse in total. So actually on the smaller side. If we click on Honda Classic, again, as usual, this is available on dfsondemand.com along with every other tool you'll see. Some pretty decent chalk, some guys in the top 10 in the world who have had good success here. Not all of these guys are playing this event. Fowler, McIlroy, and Thomas are. Then I actually do like a lot of these value picks. I could get behind Adam Scott as a bit of a flyer. I think Gary Woodland is a pretty good buy, winning 2 starts ago. Then he missed the cut. Then he had a week off. Really like him as a buy. I might bet him, actually. I'm going to save Gary Woodland for another week in the one and done pool. But if you're looking for someone and you're willing to burn one of your, I would say one of your better guys, I'd burn Woodland this week. But we're probably going to save him. And then we'll go to the actual, excuse me, full tool here. And we'll do the Honda Classic. And here are just some of the guys in the field who have earned the most money at this event, right? Like Villegas has played it 10 times. That's actually not a bad average. But just so you can get an idea of the types of players that you should be targeting this week. I actually think Graham McDowell's a pretty good value pick. But there is one guy that we are going to use across the board. We did this for Ches Reavie a couple weeks into the season where we played him in all 3 lineups. I don't think we've done it since. We're going to do it again. And I'll spare you the suspense. It's Terrell Hatton. So Terrell Hatton is primarily a European Tour player who has had great success on that tour, now coming over and teeing it up at the Honda Classic. A lot of reasons to like him a lot. I think he's going to be fairly overlooked. This is a field with a lot of top guys. Excuse me. A lot of top guys that with 2 weeks left to go in segment 1, if you're in contention for segment 1 in this pool, you're probably burning one of those top guys. If you're not, you're probably punting this away, kind of like we are. But we're going to find someone right in the middle here that I think is going to get overlooked. I think Hatton is that player. European guys usually get overlooked in general by the general public. I think Hatton certainly falls into that category, but he's really, really good. So let's talk about that. So he has not teed it up on a PGA Tour event since the WGC. If we go to his game logs, I was looking up Kiradet Epi Barnrat. Hatton. If we go to his game logs, let's try this. Am I crazy? Do I not know how to use this tool? Let's try this. Hatton. All right, here's his game logs. So that WGC event was here. WGC, it was the HSB Champions. Okay, technically it's a Euro Tour, PGA Tour event as well. At least my logs categorize it that way. Has not played much. Oh, here. Okay, so he played the PGA Championship. So that was like the last true PGA Tour event he played. Missed the cut. Since then, so now we're talking about September, he had 4 straight top 8s, including back-to-back wins on the Euro Tour. Then he followed that up with essentially top 15s and top 20s and top 10s every week since then. So literally since October, or since September 10th, this dude hasn't finished worse than 20th in any start. 2 wins in the time frame, a ton of top 10s, a ton of top 20s. Really, really good golfer who can win a golf tournament. 3rd place the last time he teed it up, which was at the end of January. So, yeah, I'm interested. Just from a sheer upside standpoint, this guy has shown on a major stage, even if it is the Euro Tour, that he can win. So I love that. And then he actually does have pretty good course history here. So if we go back to the cheat sheet, he's only played it once and he finished 4th. So when you combine those 2 things, I'm obviously very interested. And then the final item here is his odds to win. 25-1. That's the same odds as Tommy Fleetwood, Gary Woodland. Those are probably 2 popular guys this week. Better than Alex Noren. I like Alex Noren a lot. He's 30-1. Hatton's 25-1. Better than Patrick Reed. Better than Berger, Snedeker. These guys who are going to be highly owned, like on this Florida swing, better than them. Better odds to win. So I don't know if we're going to get Terrell Hatton at 25-1 in any other golf tournament this year, outside of maybe like the British Open or something. If he's playing well going into it, but he's playing excellent right now. 25-1 to win, which is actually what it's got to be like the 4th best odds. Yeah. 10-1, 15-1. I mean, yeah, the 3rd best odds essentially, because there's 3 guys at 10-1, Sergio, and then he's in the next tier. So Hatton, who probably goes significantly overlooked, at least as of Monday when I'm recording this, I believe that. 25-1. I'm probably not thrilled to use him, like super stoked to use him anywhere else during the course of the year. So I'll just take what I can get right now, and I'm going to roster him across the board. Terrell Hatton, Terrell Hatton, Terrell Hatton. We're going to throw all our eggs into one basket, see if he can improve all of our lineups at a very low ownership, I'm assuming, and then we'll go from there. So then the next couple weeks, we're going to do some new things with definitely lineup 1. Lineup 3 is our best one. We'll see we'll talk about what we want to do there, but we're about to get into the meat of this and really start burning our studs. But until then, it's Terrell Hatton, who I love, and we'll see if he burns us or if he brings us home the bacon. So there you go. Let me know who you guys are going to play. Tweet me, it's at DFS on demand, or leave a comment below. Talk to you guys soon. Later.